to my channel. In today's video, as you'll see by the title, we are going to be doing an Amazon Best Buys video. Now, I make these videos every 6 months from the 6 months we've just done, and I choose all the best things I've brought on Amazon during those 6 months. I actually have a playlist of these, so I will leave the playlist up here for other videos that I've done. But in the meantime, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you do, and let's get into it. Let's get stuck into it. I'm going to put the prices on the screen so that you can see the prices as I go through them rather than talking about them, just to keep this video as short and as sweet as I possibly can. So to start with, let's go with my socks. So I have got plenty of these socks. I actually have about 6 or 7 pairs of them. One of which I actually gave to my mum, and she has been borrowing them to see if she likes them. But these are compression socks, and the size I got is large/XL. These are still in the wrapper because I haven't worn these yet. These aren't my favourite, I'm not gonna lie. But the ones that I do wear a lot have been used, have been washed. I've worn them many, many times. And compression socks, the way they work is they kind of are super tight to stop the blood pooling in your feet or your ankles. And do you know what? They work so well. If I'm having like a day where my heart is a little bit funny, I feel a bit dizzy, my feet are a bit swollen, and I've got to walk around, these are perfect. I just pop them on underneath my jeans. They look like normal socks from the bottom, really long, and this one's inside out, but you get the idea. They're really long, they come right up to just underneath your knee. These have been such a good purchase. Again, I'm not showing you these in an order. These are just my top 15. I'm not working my way up from worst to best. I'm just doing my top 15. Next up, number 2 out of 15, we have got these cleaning gloves. So you probably will have seen these on Amazon or advertised or something like that. But these are some cleaning gloves with bristles on them, which you can probably see like that. And actually, they are so helpful. So the way they work is you literally just use your hands and scrub the surfaces all over, and it works really, really well. I was actually quite surprised how well they work. And in the end, you can literally just soak them in some Sulfura and hot water just to clean them, to get all the germs off them, because obviously if you're cleaning stuff with them, they can get quite dirty. So next up is probably one of my absolute favorite purchases. Again, I'm not showing you these in order, it's just random, but probably one of my absolute favorites is one that Josh actually brought for me. And I really needed an extension lead right by my bed because I have lots of things plugged in. I use a heated blanket at night just because it gets quite cold in our flat, and that takes 2 plugs. I also plug my phone in, my iPad, my headphones, my Kindle. I have lots of things that I plug in overnight by the side of my bed. So my extension lead was just getting so cluttered and busy, and everything around the side of my bed was just, the wires were crazy. So Josh bought me this extension lead just to kind of organize my wires a little bit better, to mean I have less plugs and I have more space to plug new things in if I ever need to. And this is one of the purchases. So it's actually super helpful because, as you can see, it's got 3 USB plugs and 8 normal plugs. So what this means is I can plug my Kindle, my headphones and my iPad into these USB charging ports. And also I then have these free for whatever else. So I actually use these. 2 of these are for my heated blanket, as I mentioned before, and one of them I use for my phone, and the other one I use for my fan, and it means I have so much more space. I don't have wires everywhere all the time. I can easily like tuck these around if I'm not using them, or just quickly take them out. It's super, super easy. So on that same line of electronic cables, I also have this pink USB. This is what I use to charge my iPad. Again, it's USB, so it goes into the USB charging port on my extension lead. And this is just a really long cable. It's so long. I think it's about 6 foot. Having a longer cable means I can be in whatever position I want. It's not awkward for me to like have like a tiny cable and be having to be in this really awkward position. I like having really long cables so that I can be whatever I want, do whatever I want in whatever position I'm in, and I can still charge my device. another cable that we are on is this car charging. So as most of you all know, if you've watched my other videos or if you follow me on Instagram, we actually have 2 cars now. And when we first got our second car, it didn't have anything in it for me to charge my phone. So I really wanted to get a car charging port, because obviously I have one for our Fiesta, but I needed one for our other car. So I bought this, and it's actually a fast charging car port. So it literally fast charges your phone. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. It came with this cable as well, which is it's a USB-C cable. So it was for mine and Josh's Samsungs. Josh has a Samsung now, so he uses this one, but I plug in my USB Lightning cable, this one, and it basically just means if we get in the car and our car's on 20%, our phone is on 20% or 5% or something like that, it charges it super, super fast. And Josh even said, this is one of the best things I've ever bought, because having a fast charger in the car is so, so helpful. We both love it. The next one on my list is this Oral-B electric toothbrush. So I actually bought Josh an electric toothbrush for Christmas a couple of years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, I bought him one. And I decided in the last 6 months that I wanted to get myself one, just because it's so much easier. They charge really easily, they look nice, they're easy to use. And so yeah, I bought myself this one. So Josh has actually got the high-tech one that connects to your phone and has all these fancy modes and shows you the battery power with bars and all that stuff. It's super fancy, but we didn't need to get one like that. The main reason I got him that is because it was on a deal at the time. So I think it was about £30 cheaper than full price. Whereas we didn't need that. So this, I'm pretty sure this was £40. I'll pop the current price on screen now, because I'm not sure if that's what it costs now. But yeah, super happy with this. It came with the charger as well. So you literally just sit it on. And again, it's the cheap one. So it only has one button, but when you press it, it has different modes, and you flick through each mode and you press it 3 times and then it will turn off. But again, it's just a standard Oral-B toothbrush, but it's in this dusty pink. Dusty pink is one of my favorite colors at the moment, if you couldn't tell already from my charger and my toothbrush. And my phone case, actually. My phone case is dusty pink as well. But yeah, really love this. It's been such a good purchase, and I'm so glad we got it. I'm gonna jump straight in with my new razor. So I actually bought this razor because I wanted something a bit heavier. I wanted something that was easier to use, and I'm a huge fan of the Venus Glide razors. These ones have removable heads, refills. They're so good. I really love them. They're super easy to use as well. And they kind of bend and move around when you use them, so that it's not super stiff and you don't cut yourself really easily, because they kind of go with the flow of your curves. So really love these, really love this. It's a metal rose gold frame with some rubber grip bits on, just so it's easy to hold and it doesn't slip out your hand when you're shaving. And again, it came with 3 of these heads. And I will put on screen when I bought this. I can't exactly remember the date that I bought this, but I still have 2 of my refills. And this one is still going strong. It's not rusted. It's doing really well, actually. So really happy with this. So the other thing is actually 3-in-1. I've classed this as 3 rather than 1, because you do actually have to buy them individually on Amazon, but I bought these together. So I have been really trying to look after my nails recently. They're not great at the moment. They're not great at the moment, to be completely honest. But I've been growing them. I've been really trying not to bite them and look after them. And because I wanted to look after them, I wanted to have some products at home, so that if I can't get to a nail salon or I can't see my nail lady, I'm still able to do something that, 1, makes my nails look really nice and healthy, and 2, looks after them and stops me from biting them in between those appointments. So I got some little things. Now, this isn't something I was recommended. This is just something I decided to go for and try it out, and it's actually totally paid off. So one of the products is this. It's actually all the same brand, actually. Yes, it's all this SE brand. And the first one I got is this base. So this is just a base coat and it's completely clear. So when I do this, I will file my nails, I will buff them up, I will get them super strong and healthy, then I'll wipe my hands clear, and then I literally will just paint this on the base of all my nails and let it dry. And this just gives me a really nice clear base, which you would use with normal nail polish. But I literally just use this and the top coat on its own. So my nails basically look shiny, they look really healthy, but they're clear, there's no colour on them, it's just my normal nails, but they just look shiny, which I think makes them look really healthy. It means I don't bite them because they look really nice and they look painted, and technically they are painted, they're just not painted a colour. But these are the two things that I use, this base coat and this top coat. Next thing I got, which is the same company, it's Essie, I think that's how you say it, and it's this Apricot nail and cuticle oil. Now this stuff smells incredible. I've used a lot more of this stuff than I have of the nail polish, but still it's not bad considering how long I've had it and how often I use it. But basically whenever I have painted my nails, when I've done the base and the top coat, I will then go over my cuticles and my nails with this nail oil just to keep them fresh and healthy. If any of the edges of my nails have gone a bit dry and sore, it just revitalizes those and puts some moisture in them just to get them looking a bit better. So next up, I've got house products, kitchen products, things like that. And I'm going to start us straight off with this curry paste. So if you follow me on my Instagram, you will have seen me mention these a few times. If you don't follow me on my Instagram, this is my Instagram handle. I would love if you can come and join me over there. You'll see a lot more of my day to day. I post on there pretty much every day. So it's a lot more content from me. But this is what I use for a lot of the food when I'm on my diet. So my diet is pretty strict. It's no sugar, no dairy, no wheat, no carbs, or low carbs, like as low carbs as possible, purely because that's just what I find my body prefers. That is how I feel my best. So that is kind of the diet we've gone with. So I've really been in search of anything that makes my life easier when it comes to cooking without having to constantly think of ways I can eat food and make really yummy food that I'm not bored by. Josh will easily just chuck some chicken thighs in the oven and just eat that, but I can't do that. I just need flavour, I need yummy food, and this is where this came in. So these are authentic Thai curry pastes. It's actually made from a small business, which I will pop on screen, but I found them from Amazon, which is why I'm mentioning them in this video. On Amazon, I ordered a kind of taster pack where I got one flavour of each curry paste that they do, just to try them all. And our favourites are this one, which is Massaman curry. Also, the Thai green curry is incredible. It's absolutely insane. And they also have a Penang curry, which is also delicious. So highly recommend you check these guys out. But again, I'll leave the handle on screen so you can buy from them directly. Next up is a kitchen item. And this is my scales. So I actually had other scales for ages. And I just made so much mess with them. Like the side would be covered in stuff from where I'm transferring stuff from like different bowls and putting it in, and we basically decided to get a scale with a bowl fixed into it so that I can weigh everything into this, tip it into my bowl, and just keep using this bowl rather than like swapping out bowls all the time or like making a ton of mess. And I find it does actually help. It does actually help me to be less messy. But this is an electronic scale. As you will see, it will come on. And yeah, I really love this. It really helps, it makes a huge difference, and it's really easy to put away. We literally just put the top in like that and put it in the cupboard as a bowl. And so yeah, it stores really well, works really well, and yeah, it's definitely the best scale we've used. So this is actually a Heatpad thing, which I got for my guinea pigs. So this is super, super easy to use. It's actually still warm, and I gave this to the guinea pigs about 4 and a bit hours ago. I gave this to them and it's still hot, it's still warm, it's lovely. So the way this works is it has instructions on the back based on your microwave, wattage, and it tells you how long you heat it for. But this is the Snuggle Safe Heatpad. Again, you can get it on Amazon. It wasn't super expensive. I'll pop the price up here. So the way I use this, because I find that the like cover that comes with it is really, really thin, so the guinea pigs just didn't lie on it because it was so uncomfortable. So I basically ordered these cuddle cups from a company on Etsy. She hand makes them, they're so amazing. It's got this little top and then this which they can sit in, and it fits perfectly inside there. So I literally heat it up, slot it in there, pop the little lid on, make sure it's all in there nicely. And then this is their little cuddle cup. So this is what I use it for. It works so well. The guinea pigs absolutely love it, and I find it keeps them so much warmer. A lot of you will know, if you follow me on Instagram, we don't use the heating in our flat. It's way too expensive. So I try anything to keep the guinea pigs as warm as possible, because obviously I don't want them to get poorly, and this works so well. Okay, last but not least, we have got these plastic storage tubs. So I will insert a video from underneath our bed of what I do with these, and that has worked brilliantly. So this is the one I've got out to show you because it's full of towels, which means it's obviously super light. But this is what I store all of our towels in. Once they're dry, I will fold them up and pop them in here and put it under the bed, and it just keeps everything so organized. I know that when I look in here, that is how many towels I have, and if I need to do some washing or I'm a bit low, I'll be like, okay, I need to get some towels in the wash. Our towel storage is running low. So all things like that, I know where everything is. It's so much easier to keep track of it. Again, I will put the video up on here so that you can see, but I also have one for all my hair stuff and all my electric products, like my hair straighteners, my curlers, my hair dryer, all those kind of things. I also keep in one of these tubs under the bed, along with my summer shoes. And then I also have one for all of my cleaning stock. So I keep all our cleaning products in the kitchen, of course, but I have a backlog of storage so that I can replace things out and replenish them. It's a refill storage, I would say. And I put all of it in here under the bed so that it's easily accessible. I can easily see what we have in here. If I run out of anything, I can replace it, make a note of having to stock this up, just so that I always have things under the bed ready to replace when I need to. Okay guys, so that is everything in this video. That is all my Amazon best buys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to see more from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.